With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Touchdown, 49ers. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And the 49ers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case,
he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. He goes down. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator, asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play, and if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. next carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Throwing now is Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How do you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
Start out on the ground is Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The first carry now. This is Johnson. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense, they get their first interception of the game. And since they were in plus territory, didn't have too terribly far to go. But they take it all the way into the end zone.
And you intercepted in that close, you're automatically picking 6 points the other way. But what I like most about it is how the defense rallied, got up on their blocks, and didn't commit any penalties as well.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the interception, here's Smith, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
I know they didn't tack down the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's do this.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes
he's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Let's go. You're not 77 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And the Niners are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
There we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Here's Griffin. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all these receivers downfield.
On third and goal, here's Griffin. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on third down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Ready, ready.
They're going on fourth down. It's Griffin. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. Gets this one a use check. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Geno. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Micah Parsons in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On the jump. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, Griffin. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is this horoscope on? Is this biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Smith.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. And the slot man goes in motion left. To the air again, Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a final return for the 49er touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Following the fumble recovery, it's Griffin. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they scored a touchdown.
If you have this defense on your fantasy football team, you are loving this right now. Their second touchdown. We're only in the first half. Remember, they had the fumble return for 6 earlier, Charles, and here the INT return.
Yeah, and we're still in the first half of this game. This group, they've been awfully quick to capitalize on mistakes made by the offense, and that one they take to the house as well. Be careful with the football with them. They turn it around on you quickly.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, Smith. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 22. Smith throwing again. This will be caught once again by Brown.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Geno's going to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the pressure getting to RG3. He's brought down for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Another try after the first down sack. Griffin under pressure. They got him again. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, third and long now. Final play of the half, it's Griffin. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for two. The final shot here before break. Smith. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
From the gun, here's Smith, rolling to his right. And caught by Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, 45 yards.
And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across to 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Griffin on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Bobby Bell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Griffin. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. A diving effort going right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Hold on a second, was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
Just beating the play clock, Smith.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis.
And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Throw right side going to be caught by Waller.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is RG3. Out to his left.
They'll check this down to Johnson. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Griffin.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now Griffin.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Griffin. Flushed out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will be taken down. A big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Once again, Griffin. That's caught by Waller out left side. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Here we go. It's Griffin on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darren Waller, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Griffin will try and throw. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the fourth. Instead, we stay tied. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
19 tight, 19 tight.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I got you, boy. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
After the interception, here's Griffin looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Smith. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
It sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick six. So good hustle to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
Smith's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Smith Toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Now it's Smith. He's got a man, complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Here we go now as they will again try for two. Now receiver in motion left. Now Smith. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line and a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
You ain't going to burn me.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Griffin. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this crowd is on pins and needles now because anytime you see the ball heading for the end zone, you really hold your breath and they come out of their seats. That one falls incomplete.
Griffin. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Bobby Bell. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
For us, for Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.